What an exciting time to be a Dragon Ball fan! In Dragon Ball Super Episode 64, Goku Black and Immortal Zamasu will fuse or merge into one using their Potara earring. We finally have the ultimate form of our enemy in this arc of DBS, and he's probably the antagonist Toriyama was talking about. I have not been this excited for a Dragon Ball Super episode before. Guys, the next episode will reveal a lot of crucial information, and as it is really hard to wait, in this video I'm going to break down Dragon Ball Super Episode 64 preview trailer. Guys, the preview trailer contains a lot of interesting and thought-provoking scenes. The trailer suggests the Black vs Vegeta and Zamasu vs Goku battles are going to continue for quite a while before the fusion. Judging from a number of scenes we have, it looks like the fusion between Zamasu and Goku Black is going to take place at the very end of the episode. In other words, we are not going to see too much more of this fusion than what we have already seen in the preview. For better understanding, let's check out the episode title. Dragon Ball Super Episode 64. Title is Praise and Adore Him, the explosive birth of merged Zamasu. This time we didn't get any mentionable preview summary, adds nothing to what we already know. However, the title seems very interesting, suits what Fused Zamasu is. You get the godly yet evil and dangerous vibe from him. So basically, Goku and Vegeta will keep fighting Zamasu and Black individually for the most part of this episode. In the past, Vegeta had a really intense training session in the hyperbolic time chamber, resulting in an immense increase of his powers, and Goku also prepared for the fight by learning the Evil Containment Wave. In episode 63, we see Vegeta greatly outmatching Black, and Zamasu obviously isn't able to keep up with Goku but keeps coming back due to his regeneration. Now, from the trailer we do know Black will come up with some new moves he hasn't used till now to defend Vegeta. In this shot we can see he makes his Keyblade bigger and more dangerous looking. It's like a Grim Reaper version of it. It's almost like his Keyblade represents his increase of power in a way. This one looks like another interesting technique. We can see multiple Goku Black here. It is probably clones or illusion type of thingy. If you look at the hair color, it's quite darker and shinier, and I don't see any Potara either, hinting these are indeed fakes to confuse the opponent. It might feel like Goku never uses these types of moves, but if we go right back to the Dragon Ball days, this was actually a common move used by Goku, Tien and others. The key attacks are destroying one after another Black like shooting balloons. But this one reforms. It is truly confusing as to what exactly happened there. Looks pretty similar to Boo's regeneration, but that's surely not the case because it's rather a smoky formation. In this shot it looks like he ripped a dimension in the sky using his newly formed Keyblade, but it's hard to guess what exactly it is. Could it be that he is actually creating or cloning himself using the portal or whatever? And maybe that is why the hair color is brightly pink and shiny? Have to admit, it looks weird. In this shot we see Zamasu and Goku. This scene looks a bit off in terms of animation quality, but they do a lot of fixes from what we see in the preview. Keeping all that apart, we know for a fact that Vegeta and Goku will overpower Black and Zamasu individually. That would force them to use the Potara and do the fusion or merge to become Zamasu Black. They didn't mention the names as of yet. It would probably be something along the line of Zamasu Black or Supreme God or Broly. Let's see. Do let me know in the comments what you think the name will be. Like I mentioned earlier, in next episode we're most probably not going to see Zamasu Black in action. So, from the speculative point of view, that's about all for the next episode of Dragon Ball Super. Even though it's an episode 64 preview video, I want to mention episode 65 title to better understand what to expect next. Final Judgment, the Supreme God's Ultimate Power, airing date November 6th. We don't know if Supreme God is referring to the Zamasu Black fusion or to someone else like Zeno. However, a possible outcome on what might happen next based on many different clues is Goku and Vegeta will fuse with the help of Potara provided by the Kaioshins to become Vegito. They will then battle Zamasu Black. Meanwhile, Trunks fixes the Mafuba jar and arrives at the battlefield. Vegeta defeats Zamasu Black with their fists and then applies the Evil Containment Wave on Zamasu Black, putting an end to them, but they might still break the seal as the jar was damaged. Then it might lead to outcomes like the use of the Omni button, but we just don't have enough information to speculate that for. There are two other less likely possibilities, that is, instead of Goku and Vegeta, Trunks and Vegeta might fuse and fight Zamasu Black, and Goku would be the one to seal Zamasu Black. The last one is Goku and Vegeta will in fact fuse and become Vegito using Potara provided by Gowasu, but would be proven inefficient. Then they might go and find a way to fuse with Trunks. Supreme Kai's Potara might help in this case. That is, Vegeta will fuse with future Trunks. But again, we have the highest amount of proof just in favor of Vegito till now, like we have seen Goku with the Potara in a Dragon Ball Heroes promo. Though DBH is a game and has the liberty to show anything, when it comes to Super, record says that they have been very accurate in showing what might happen next in the anime series too. So that's another clue in favor of Vegito. So my first theory remains the most valid. Well, that's all for episode 64 preview breakdown. We recently also got some big news about the upcoming arc of DBS. I already made a video covering that, but just in case you missed, I'm attaching it here. Continue watching. So apparently a new arc has been confirmed. The new chapter from an original draft by Toriyama will be exhibited at Jump Festa in December, and that is scheduled to take place on 17th and 18th of December. The new arc will probably start airing by the end of December or in the beginning of January. This is going to be the first arc of Dragon Ball Super for the year 2017. Currently, the most successful arc of Dragon Ball Super till now, the Future Trunks arc, is running, and this arc will probably continue up to mid-December. Then we will probably have some in between the arc types of episodes before moving into the next real deal. Probably something refreshing or comedic like what we got after the Universal Tournament arc. As of yet, we don't have any official information regarding what the next arc might be based on. At Jump Festa in December, we're going to get the basic idea possibly from Akira Toriyama himself, like he announced the Black Goku Future Trunks arc. Most fans are predicting that the next chapter of Super might be based on the Omniverse tournament Zeno wanted to arrange. At the end of the Universe 6 vs Universe 7 tournament, the God of Everything appeared and declared that he will arrange a mega tournament with the involvement of all 12 existing universes. However, many fans believe that the Omniverse tournament could be an epic way for DBS to end. And if that is the case, it would be too early for that arc. Then again, even if they wanted to end with a mega tournament, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to take place only once. Even though Universe 7 technically owned the last tournament, it wasn't really a victory for Goku and company by the way things went. So if they found one universe overwhelming, you would expect among 12 universes, there will be fighters that are stronger than the likes of Goku and Vegeta. And that is truly what should happen. Otherwise, it would be disappointing to get introduced to 10 new universes with not a single fighter better than what we already have. So they would come back with new limits to cross. Then after 2 to 3 or even more arcs, they can arrange another final 12 universal tournament. Like in Dragon Ball, Goku lost the first 2 martial arts tournament before finally winning it on his 3rd attempt, defeating Piccolo Jr. so they can do the same here. Anyways, do let us know in the comments what you think about this and what the next arc might be about. So that was basically the main news. We also got news though that Horikawa and Nozawa performed a merged dialogue session that is for the voice of Vegeta. As I'm making this video, we are on episode 63 of Dragon Ball Super. We know about Zamasu and Black's fusion, but Vegeta is not yet confirmed, so this is a hint that we might be getting Vegeta very soon. Also, there was a Dragon Ball Heroes livestream which suggested the same. From a speculative perspective, since we have Zamasu Black now, a fusion is a must. The most likely outcome is Goku and Vegeta fusion. And if we are to consider anything else, then the fusion could be among Vegeta and Trunks while Goku tries to use Mafuba. Our wild prediction would be a 3-man fusion, that is Vegeta fusing with Trunks later on. The idea might seem a bit far-fetched, but then again Dragon Ball released a fusion game which allows up to 5 characters or even technically 10-man fusion. So this could be done to create a connection between the game and the anime. However, my prediction is we will get Vegeta and they will be using the Evil Containment Wave to seal Zamasu Black in the jar. That might not necessarily be the end, as they might break out of the jar, especially since the jar is damaged. There are still other unused options like the Omni button, so let's see how things goes down. We also know that Zamasu Black won't be getting a double voice like Vegeta or Gotenks. So that's about all. Bless the comment section with your opinion. Join us on Facebook. The link is attached in the description and in the comment section.